So a little hint to help make things go smoother. To add matrices, they have to be the same size, right? Because you add by doing spot by spot. So they got to match up exactly if you want them to add. To multiply matrices, the inside dimensions have to match, and then the dimensions, like the outside dimensions, are the dimensions of the product, of the answer. All right, so A times B is a 3 by 4 matrix. So these help you figure out if it will work and maybe save you time. So instead of going and typing in a 3 by 2 or 2 by 4 matrix and typing everything in, if you know ahead of time that's not going to work, then you could save yourself some time. And there's also a few questions on the quiz that just say, what are the dimensions of the product? And so yes, you could type it all in and get an answer and then figure out its dimensions, but this is a lot quicker if you know this. So this is like time-saving information, but it's not absolutely necessary information. You could get everything on the quiz correct without doing this. You would just take a little bit longer. So a couple of quick questions that are sort of related to the quiz. So without actually giving you the matrices, only looking at dimensions of the matrices. So A is 3 by 2, B is 2 by 4, C is 4 by 2, and D is 1 by 3.
Wait, the first one is how many down?
It's always row by column. And rows go this way. That's another thing where if you forget that, well, it's not really a big deal because you go to a matrix and you see it. Like that's a 2 by 1, that's a 1 by 2. So if you get it backwards, no big deal. Just pull one up and play with it until you figure it out. So give me, rather than me giving you an example and asking you if it works, let's make it a little bit trickier. Give me a set of matrices that I can multiply together that will work. A and B, that'd be an easy one. A times B. What would the dimensions of AB be? 3 by 4. Row by column. So what's another one? A times B would work.
C times B.
Okay. C times B. I'm going backwards on me here. 4 by 2, 2 by 4. So what would the dimensions of CB be? Careful, the insides match. The outsides are the dimensions of the new matrix. So if we multiplied C times B, it would work because the 2 and 2 match, but the dimensions of the new matrix would be 4 by 4.
But you don't need to know what you just did.
Well, you do, but you can figure it out by like actually typing in everything. It's just this is quicker rather than typing it all in.
Wait, you said rows are this way, columns?
Yes.
Rows and columns. I think my calculator is the opposite. If I do a 3 by 2, it has 2 this way and 3 this way.
Wait, will there be questions like this?
3 by 2. So rows are the things that go this way. There's 3 rows and 2 columns. Again, even if you get that all backwards, type it in the calculator and it tells you which. What about B times C? Will that work? What will the dimensions of B times C be? 2 by 2. So there's another reminder that order matters. In this case, it matters for the size of the matrix. Somebody said one more earlier. Is there another one that would work? Yeah, DA, and what would DA's dimensions be? If I multiply D times A, 1 by 3 times a 3 by 2 would be a 1 by 2.
Oh, so the outside number.
How about an example of one that won't work?
Wait, so C times B and D times C different answers.
Yeah, there's lots that won't work. A times C, because that's 3 by 2 and 4 by 2, so that's a no.
B times A.
C and B. C and B.
Yep. B times A.
AD.
2 by 4, 3 by 2, that's a no. So I'm not going to list all the ones that won't work.
Wait, do we have to, like, are we going to learn, is this going to be on the quiz, like this exact thing? Where you're gonna have to
Again, no, you can put it in the calculator, but if you know this, it makes it go quicker.
I just didn't understand.
All right. So I think that will be a help because you can go through things a little bit quicker, especially for a 4x3 or 4x4. Like, you don't have to type all that in if you can look at it ahead of time and know that works or that doesn't work.